saw some good cricket yesterday and we hope to see some today as well as India take on New Zealand in the ultimate test, the World Test Championship final. It is the start of yet another day and we've got Simon Dool joining us. The forecast looks better than it did the previous 2 days. How are you feeling about the weather?
Yeah, pretty good. I just talked to the ground staff earlier this morning and they said this might hang around from about an hour, but from 12 o'clock onwards it looks really good and it looks like it's bright this afternoon and we should get a full end to the day, which is the part of the concern the last couple of days.
Kyle Jamieson yesterday said that it was a day of pretty good cricket. Do you agree?
It was parts of good cricket. I think there was some very good cricket right at the start from India. There was some indifferent bowling from New Zealand's point of view. New Zealand fought back nicely then. And then towards the back end, I think with Virat and Ajinkya at the crease, I think India just started to get a little bit of ascendancy at the back end. So good from India at the start and the back end, good from New Zealand in the middle. So I could possibly agree.
Bold move from New Zealand there, playing an all-pace attack. But Shane Warne said he was missing a spin option. Colin de Grandhomme bowled 11 overs, 23 runs, kept it tight. Do you think he did his job?
I think he did his job. That's the job that he's done for New Zealand for so long now. And I know he's come back from an ankle injury, but I do think he did his job. And there's some questions around that play a spinner, don't play a spinner. I can understand why New Zealand have done it, though.
All right, a few wickets down for India, but they've got Ajinkya, Rahane and Virat Kohli out there. What do you think would be a good total for India moving ahead in this game?
Anything over 270, 280, I think, is a really good total. I believe that there's still enough in this pitch. The seamers will still have a field day. The spinners might find the inside edge, outside edge. It won't turn a lot, I don't think, early on because of the damp nature of everything around it. But anything over that 280, 290 mark, if they get above 300, they're well and truly in front of the game.
All right, we've got some fans joining in on the openers this morning.
Those.
We've got fan questions for you. So the first one's John at Crazy Crick John says, do you think New Zealand bowlers should have asked Watling to come up the stumps during day 3 as India has been playing out of the crease, especially when Colin de Grandhomme was bowling?
It was an option, yeah, and we talked a little bit about that in commentary. Now, to come up to the stumps when the ball is seaming around a lot is a lot harder because there's fine nicks. It's very difficult to take them. He's a brilliant wicketkeeper, BJ Watling. He could have decided to come up to keep the batsman back in the crease. It's not as easy as it sounds, though. That's all I'll say about that.
All right, Arin Sundaram on Facebook asks, what do you think caused that nervous start from the Kiwi bowlers yesterday?
Expectation, Aaron, I think. When it's green and you win the toss and you bowl first, the expectation is all on the bowlers. So they start to feel a little bit nervous and they get a bit tight and they don't find the right line and the right length. So that's when they went searching, just a touch. And that's when India, I thought, were very proactive and played beautifully at the top. So it was a combination of a few nerves and some quality from India as well.
And finally, we've got a question from the cricketist. We might see Rishabh Pant in action today. What should be Rishabh Pant's approach here in these tough conditions? Play his natural game straight away or hang in there for a bit?
Oh, play your natural game, Rishabh. Play your natural game. It gives New Zealand an opportunity, of course. Look, I love watching him play. Love seeing how he goes about his business. And you don't want to curb that. You don't ever want to say, Rishabh, go out and play like Rahul Dravid. Go out and play like someone else. Just be Rishabh Pant. Everybody loves to watch it. Everybody loves to see how he plays. So I would encourage him to just be who he is, leave the good ball, smash the bad ball.
Awesome. Those were some great questions. Keep sending them in. Simon, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We are hoping to get things underway in a short while from now. We will continue to bring you updates through the day, so stay tuned. It is the final day of the ultimate test being played between India and New Zealand, and at lunch India are 98 runs ahead of New Zealand. Rishabh Pant at 28 runs dropped at 5. Will Tim Southee be thinking about that drop?
He will be. He should be. It's one that he would normally take, and look, he'll be very disappointed because it's off a fellow fast bowler. He's always he's been very good in the most part in the slips, so he will be thinking about it, but we kind of got to put it behind them and just try and get out there and do what they can after lunch.
India with their back up against the walls, going up against a solid bowling attack from New Zealand. Is this the perfect advertisement for Test cricket?
Yeah, it is. Look, we've had so much time away from this game with rain and disruptions, and to be able to sit here or stand here in beautiful sunshine with all 3 results possible on the last day, I'm not sure we thought we were going to get to this position. So I love it. It's fantastic. A bit of fight from Jadeja and Pant, and we might see a bit more aggression after lunch too. So it's a great advertisement.
Two more sessions in the ultimate test. Talking about the session after lunch, who do you think is going to be key for New Zealand?
I think they'll start up with Jamieson and Southey again straight after lunch. And if that doesn't work, they might revert to that short pitch bowling that we saw from Neil Wagner prior to lunch for that 1 over. So Kyle Jamieson, Tim Southey for short, sharp bursts, about 4 overs apiece straight after lunch, and look to maybe break this partnership and then get into Ashwin in the lower order.
Awesome. Thank you so much for talking to us, Simon. It is time for lunch. We'll see you at tea.